I think America sees Donald Trump as more with it. It's why when you see all of these polls, he continues to succeed. They see Joe Biden, on the other hand, as really suffering. And there are a lot of worries that this suffering may be much bigger than we think, right? When you're falling that much, when you seem to lose track of your thought process, when the lawyer who's going after you for taking documents and hiding them in your garage next to your Corvette says he can't even move forward with prosecution because no jury will convict the guy because he just seems like a sad, poor old man. My word's not exactly his, but effectively that's the gist of it, right? Because a lot of people worry there might be something else going on. And I say this as somebody who has had loved ones who have suffered from dementia. I am not a doctor. I don't know, but I've seen some of these things before. So it makes sense that the American people want to know more. And yet, there's like no-go territory. I mean, Karine Jean-Pierre, rocket scientist that she is as a PR person. I mean, Peppermint Patty was better than her, okay? Like, at least Peppermint Patty wouldn't actually just get herself into bad situations. She had enough intelligence to lie through her teeth, which is why I hate those jobs and I could never do that. But, I'm just a little too forthcoming, a little too honest. But Karine Jean-Pierre tries to lie, but she's not quick enough on the uptake that she can actually do it. So in this case, she just kind of rage quit an interview, and everybody's talking about this. Like, did Jean-Pierre, did she just quit? And so that's one of the things trending on the internet right now. What she quit. It was an interview that she was doing with I think it was a Columbus, Ohio radio station. Let's take a listen and listen to the rage quit in real time because the reporter dared to ask this. And remember, it's no go.
When I told a number of people that I was talking to you today, it was interesting, though. They all said, would you please just ask her, does the president have dementia? And so before I move on from that, does he?
Mark, I can't even believe you're asking me this question. That is an incredibly offensive question to ask.
But people ask it.
Wait, no. Mark, you're taking us down this rabbit hole. Let me be very clear about this. For the past several years, the president's physician has laid out in a comprehensive way the president's health. This is a president, if you watch him every day, if you really pay attention to his record and what he has done, you will see exactly how focused he's been on the American people, how historic his actions has been. And so I'm not even going to truly, really, take the premise of your question. I think it is incredibly insulting, and so we can move on to the next question.
Gas prices and grocery prices, then big topics here in North Carolina. How does Mr. Biden win votes when people don't have as much disposable income?
Look, the president understands. He grew up in a middle-class family, working-class family in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He gets it. He understands how difficult it is for Americans who are sitting around their kitchen table every month trying to figure out what they're going to pay for. You have to remember when the president walked into this administration, there were multiple crises happening. There was COVID. There was the economy was in a tailspin because of the last administration, because of what the President Trump left us with. Now you're asking me about gas prices. The president took action on gas prices. Let's not forget Russia's invasion on Ukraine skyrocketed prices of gas. And because the president took action, we are in a different place than we were a year ago on gas prices. Eggs, milk, seafood products, all the important groceries, those costs have gone down because of what this president has been able to do. And with that, thank you so much, Mark. Have an amazing, amazing day.
Wow.
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 See ya.
I mean, Mark, listen, I am nominating you to get a press corps badge, and you need to go to the White House. I'm sorry, but you asked 3-4 incredibly salient, important questions that are all front of mind, nothing out of bounds, no baba booeying or anything like that, right? And you did it exactly right on. And
yet she rage quit. I mean, she was like, yep, see ya. I mean, maybe maybe she knew she was just lying so badly because, ladies and gentlemen, the price of everything has gone up. Everything. Like eggs are way up. You see, because Karine Jean-Pierre, I realize inflation went to 9.8% and it's come down from the 9.8%. But you see, this is cumulative. Like it goes up and then it doesn't go down. It maybe goes up again, but it's down from being way up. Does that make sense, guys? So like inflation is sky high. Wages are not. And so when you look at the price of everything adjusted for inflation, it's way up, way up, way up. And when you look at wages adjusted for inflation, way down, okay? Like not way down, but they're up, but not to the extent that they were. So back in the day, pre-Biden, you had a middle class that was thriving. For the first time in 50 years, we actually saw median incomes grow the most in 50 years. Why? Because it's not that hard. You just need good policies. Thank you very much. It's one of the reasons why I'm so excited to support my friends at Americans for Prosperity. Americans for Prosperity. These guys get it. They understand policy. They know what works. They know how hard it is. You want to tell me the guy from Scranton, Pennsylvania knows? He doesn't. Okay? He is so far gone from that. He's got a Corvette in his garage after all, right? And his son makes millions of dollars as a, quote, consultant of some sort for industries that he knows nothing about while his dad is VP. I'm sorry, he is not a kid from Scranton. Not in any way, shape, or form. Well, Americans for Prosperity, they get it. They know how we need good policy, good economic policy in order to have a thriving economy that's a meritocracy that benefits everyone. So go check them out, americansforprosperity.org. They are committed to making sure that, you know what, if Donald Trump gets in there, and let's hope he does, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if Truth Social is any indication, that's good news. But in all seriousness, the polls show that he's going to have a very, very good November. So we'll see. A lot can happen between now and then, which is why they're working overtime to make sure that we've got the Senate and that we've got the House, because you need all of it, okay? If you get the Oval Office, great. But you know what? If you've got a whole bunch of Democrats controlling things over there on Capitol Hill, you're not going to get your policies through, so we won't get those lower taxes. We won't get that border wall. We won't get all the things that we do need in order to see our country succeed. So, americansforprosperity.org.